created a magazine to shine a light on women's accomplishments in a world that revolves around men. Steinem has influenced many women to stand up for their rights and beliefs. She has also become a huge influence in the life of women and has let the world view women in a new perspective. It is important to understand what led up to Ms. Magazine and how it impacted the context of 1970s and still affects even today. Gloria started out just as a journalist and got the idea with the help of her friends to start a magazine just for women. Gloria got the name of the magazine by thinking of the title Just for Women. The magazine got its name Miss, then its popularity rocketed. The next step was trying to find women who were feminists as well, and who wanted to be interviewed for important topics. Gloria had women who accomplished many things to be on the cover. She wanted to make a difference in every woman's life by not trying to make women feel so insecure. In 1972, Gloria Steinem announced that she had an abortion and now supports women who make the same decision. In 1973, Ms. Magazine provided 53 names of well-known U.S. women that had undergone abortions. On January 22, 1973, the Supreme Court handed down the landmark decision Roe v. Wade, recognizing the privacy and the rights for women to have an abortion. When Roe v. Wade was legalized, the impact had affected the nation in a positive manner. Roe v. Wade had a significant impact due to how women have the rights in the United States to be able to have an abortion without getting arrested and being prosecuted. The impact that Gloria has made is remarkable. She has influenced other women not only to speak up about their personal issues, but to become feminists as well. Gloria has made a difference in women's lives, but it was very difficult. Other active feminists and people judged and criticized Gloria's thoughts and supports. She was continually harassed because of her personal decision and support for abortion. Steinem has influenced women to speak up about being physically, sexually, and emotionally abused by men. She used the calls for an increase in feminists. She has supported many protests involving women's rights, thoughts, and beliefs. Ms. Magazine shows the unfair treatment between men and women. Gloria has been one to stand up and say she's had enough. An interesting topic in the magazine included women being too smart to make less than men, which caused a debate between the inequality of men and women. Another topic that Gloria covered was the way women were treated in the women's workforce. Gloria helped start the National Women's Caucus and wanted others to see how women are exploited. Steinem was interviewed and expressed her feelings against racial violence. Steinem also helped the feminist slogan, "A woman needs a man like a fish needs a bicycle," become well known. Gloria founded the Coalition of Labor Union in 1974. Also in 1977, she participated in the National Conference of Women in Houston, Texas. Steinem co-founded an organization that supports the newer generation and their reproductive choices called Choice USA. She was also involved in women's international issues such as a campaign against human trafficking and female genital mutilation in Eastern countries. Gloria Steinem opposed sexism. She felt that women and men should have equal rights. Steinem spoke at the National Press Club in October 2012 about the number of women who have been murdered by their significant other. Gloria also mentions the unfair sentences that women receive for killing their husbands or boyfriends to defend themselves. Years later, Steinem became opposed to animal cruelty and wrote letters to the National Institute of Health offices to stop funding experiments on domestic animals for advancing women's health. Gloria began supporting children who she believed were sexually abused in daycare centers, such as the McMartin preschool case. Steinem played a key role within the Women's Action Alliance, whose priority was to, quote, stimulate and assist women at the local level to organize around specific action projects aimed at eliminating economic and social discrimination, unquote. She was chairman of the board from 1971 to 1978. Gloria went undercover as a Playboy bunny in 1963 to 1968 to uncover the way women were actually treated in these so-called glamorous clubs. She then wrote an article on what she had uncovered. Steinem actively campaigned for the Equal Rights Amendment, which promoted equality between women and men, helping to take down long-lasting sex discriminatory laws such as giving men superior rights in marriage. In 1972, Steinem and the NWPC have had organized bipartisan efforts to increase women's representation. In the early 1970s, Steinem became the first woman to address the National Press Club. Steinem actively participated in the civil rights movement for African American, Hispanic, and other minorities. and took a public stance in favor of gay rights. In 1993, after Steinem became Ms. Magazine's consulting editor when it was revived in 1991, she was put in the National Women's Hall of Fame. At age 62, Steinem became the 2012 Humanist for the American Humanist Association for her progress in feminism and LGBT, also known as lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender rights. Steinem had been a major influence in politics since the late 1960s. Her involvement dates back to the 1952 presidential campaign. Over the years, Ms. Magazine investigative expertise broke several stories on topics such as date rape and sex trafficking. The ad-free magazine won several awards, including the Utne Award for Social Commentary. The Utne Awards are awarded to magazines who became alternative and independent all around the world. Gloria Steinem was influenced by many great leaders known in history, and is now a great leader herself who now influences women to be feminists. She has fought 40 years for women and the issues that have been overlooked by society. Gloria Steinem made a huge impact in the lives of all types of women. She has been looked down upon and judged for her beliefs, but continues to fight and make a difference with Ms. Magazine. Ms. Magazine was made a turning point in the 1970s and has continued to make an impact today.